Did you know that there was a study out of the University of Scranton that only 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolutions? What?
That's enough!
That's right, only 8%, which means a staggering 92% of us fail to stick to our goals that we set for ourselves. Houston, we have a problem. Yes, we do. Before we can talk about having a plan to achieve our goals or the value of having an accountability buddy, we first have to look at what type of goals we are setting. And trust me, some of the goals I've seen out there are less New Year's resolution and more like New Year's delusion.
You're so funny.
I've facilitated enough goal setting sessions to know that the most people are actually setting dumb goals. By that, what I mean is they are delusional, unmeasurable, misguided, and boundless. Stop being dumb. Okay, I don't want to insult you, but instead of being dumb, we need to start setting SMART goals, which is a proven method that not only helps us in setting realistic and achievable goals, but also it drastically improves your chances of actually achieving them. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean and how to do it so that you can be a part of that successful 8%. Let's get into it. What's your goal? I asked him. To go to the gym, he responded. Great, how many times? I asked. 3 times per week, he responded. Great, for how long? 45 minutes. Great, is that 45 minutes for all the sessions or 45 minutes per session? Each session. Great. Lastly, is this something you'll have to push yourself to make happen this month? Yes, I hate going to the gym. Great. Now you have set a S.M.A.R.T goal. I concluded that conversation.
Glad to hear it.
By the way, that was a real conversation I had with someone that I was coaching. Their initial goal was to go to the gym, and by the time I was done with questioning them, their goal had morphed into go to the gym 3 times per week, 45 minutes per session. Notice the difference? What we did is we created a SMART goal, S-M-A-R-T. Setting good goals is a major first step in achieving our goals. In fact, there was a study done by psychologist Gail Matthews who found that people who write down their goals have a 42% chance of succeeding compared to those who just merely formulated the outcomes in their head. So let's get into that first letter, S. The S stands for socks.
Are you sure?
No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't stand for socks. It stands for specific. When setting goals, it's crucial to be as precise as possible. Specificity, oh man, that's a tough word for me to say, is like your goal's GPS. It guides you clearly to your destination without detours and without distractions. Imagine telling your taxi driver, I want to go somewhere nice. Sounds good, but where exactly is that place? Now contrast that with, I want to go to Central Park to the Belvedere Castle. Now that's specific. And similarly, that's also a difficult word for me.
You're doing great.
Your goals need that level of clarity. Here's a classic example I've heard so many times. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, which is about as specific as my grandma's recipe for a pinch of this and a smidge of that in her recipes, a better option would be, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months. This clearly defines what you want to achieve, making it easier to plan and take action on. So why does specificity matter? Well, a study published in the American Journal of Health Promotion showed that setting specific goals led to higher likelihood of attainment. It's not just about having a target, it's about knowing exactly what that target is. So when you're setting your goal, ask yourself these questions. Who is involved? What do I want to accomplish? Where will it be done? When do I want to achieve it by? Why is this goal important to me? For example, if you're a career-oriented person, so instead of saying, I want to advance my career, make it specific. Say, I want to earn a promotion to a senior management role by the end of this year by enhancing my leadership skills and increasing my department's performance. Remember, the more specific your goal, the clearer the path to achieving it. Specificity, I'm getting better.
Doing great, buddy.
Turns a vague aspiration into a clear, actionable objective. And with that clear, specific goal in mind, let's move on now to the next part of the SMART process. The M stands for milk. No, I'm just kidding.
Mama girl.
It stands for measurable. Once you have a specific goal, now you need to make it quantifiable. After all, if you can't measure it, how are we gonna know it got achieved? Take the goal of our gym goer, for instance. By stating 45 minutes per session, they made their gym goal measurable. They can track their progress each week, and by the end of the month, they'll know if they hit that target or not. Measurability turns intention into action. So why is this important though? Well, a study by Forbes found that people who vividly describe their goals in written form again are 1.2 to 1.4 times more likely to achieve them than those who don't do it at all. When goals are measurable, they provide a sense of achievement and feedback, which is critical for motivation and improvement. But again, I know some of you are like, well, Tom, how do you make goals measurable? Great question. First off, get rid of words like more, better, good, and instead replace all of those with numbers and parameters that provide a way to show progress. If your goal is to improve team performance, instead of a vague aim like improve team collaboration, set a measurable goal like increase team productivity by 20% within 6 months by implementing a weekly team building exercise, or hire Tom to come to your group and work with them. Wink, wink. Measurable goals provide tangible way to track your progress and keep you on course. They transform the abstract aspirations into a concrete achievement. And that's not all. When you measure your progress, you get valuable insights into what's working and what's not working. This allows you to make the necessary adjustments along the way. So remember, to make your goals measurable, whether it's a number or a percentage or a clear marker of success, having something concrete to aim for will significantly increase your chances of achieving that goal. Also, make sure you pick goals that aren't too reliant on a third party to make it happen. You know, in one session I was doing, there was a person who set a goal to marry his girlfriend. And I countered by saying, are you sure she's going to say yes to your proposal? His face did not give me much confidence. So instead I told him to adjust his goal to be something he has more control over, like plan and book a full romantic day where he plans to propose at the end of the day. Do all this 1 month prior to the date you want to propose. Now he has control over that. Okay, so now that we've covered the importance of making goals and making them specific and making them measurable, it's time to move on to the next critical aspect of SMART goals, which is A, and A stands for Apple. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't take it anymore.
It is attainable. This aspect of goal setting ensures that while your goal is challenging, it's still achievable. Attainable goals strike that perfect balance between being too easy or too unrealistically ambitious. Why is this important? Well, goals that are too easy just don't provide enough challenge or motivation. But on the other hand, goals that are too ambitious can be overwhelming and lead to discouragement. For instance, let's go back to our gym goer again. If he had never exercised before, setting a goal to work out 7 days a week for an hour might be too ambitious. That would set him up for failure. Aiming for 3 times per week, as this person did, is challenging yet achievable. In fact, I've done so many goal setting sessions with people and teams that when someone says to me that they're gonna set a goal to do something every single day for an extended period of time, I have never, yes, I am saying never, seen someone achieve it. Things come up, life comes up, weather comes up. It's like promising to never eat cookies again, and we all know how that ends.
Is he for real?
So let's make sure our goals are attainable. The key to setting attainable goals lies in assessing your current abilities and your resources and then stretching it just a little bit further. In fact, research from the Center of Creative Leadership highlights that unrealistic goals can actually worsen productivity rather than improve it. And when people realize that their goals are not feasible, it can lead to adverse effects. It's about knowing your limits and then pushing them just a bit more. So when you're setting your goals, ask yourself these questions. Is this goal realistic for me right now? Do I have the necessary resources and capabilities to achieve this goal? If not, what would it take to get there? For our career-oriented example that we've used, maybe earning a promotion to senior management role in a year is challenging, but might be attainable with dedicated effort and the right opportunities. An attainable goal is kind of like a ladder. Each rung represents a manageable step towards your ultimate objective. This approach not only keeps you motivated, but also it builds that confidence as you achieve your immediate steps. Remember, while it's good to dream big, your goals should be grounded in reality. And by making your goals attainable, you set yourself up for success and you build that momentum needed to achieve even bigger and bigger and bigger goals in the future. So with your goal now being specific, measurable, and attainable, let's move on to the next key component of SMART goals. The R stands for rice. Okay, by now I think this joke is probably getting a little bit old, so I'll stop.
Thank you, God.
The R actually stands for relevant. This is where you ensure that your goal matters and aligns well with the other relevant aspects of your life, such as your broader life plan, your career aspirations, or your personal development. Relevancy is about making sure that the goal fits into your life's bigger picture. Why is this crucial? Well, a goal that's relevant to you is gonna be much more motivating. It's like ensuring that the puzzle piece not only fits, but also contributes to that overall picture that you're trying to complete. So let's go to our gym goer again. Going to the gym 3 times per week for 45 minutes. If his broader aim is to improve his health and build fitness habits, that goal is totally relevant and will be motivating. But if his primary focus is to do something entirely different, let's say he's learning a new language, this goal is not gonna hold much significance to him.
I agree.
So when you're setting a goal, it's essential to ask yourself these questions. Does this seem worthwhile? Is this the right time? Does this match my other efforts and needs? And am I the right person to achieve this goal? I don't know why I sounded like a Muppet at the end there. For example, if you're aspiring to be a manager or a leader, a goal to enhance your leadership skills makes total sense and highly relevant. However, if you're planning to be a master chef, this goal might take a back seat to other things like, oh, I don't know, learning to cook. In essence, relevant goals are those that fit your lifestyle, your values, and your larger personal and professional plans. They feel worthwhile and are motivating because they are directly aligned with what you truly want to achieve. So make sure your goals are relevant with your bigger purpose in life. This will keep you engaged, motivated, and more likely to achieve them. So now, with a specific goal, a measurable goal, attainable goal, and a relevant goal in hand, it's time to address the final component of the SMART methodology, which the T stands for, don't do it, Tom, don't do it, don't do another joke, don't do another joke. The T stands for T! Dang it, Tom, you did another joke.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The T actually stands for time bound. This means setting a specific timeline for achieving your goals. It's about creating a sense of urgency and a deadline that compels you to take action and keeps you focused. Have you ever noticed that you get 10 times more stuff done right before you're supposed to leave for a trip than the 10 days prior to the actual trip?
Interesting.
This is why having a time frame is so important. If you set a goal without a deadline, it's easy to keep pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off. A goal without a deadline is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly through the water. But with a deadline, you have a clear target and a date to work towards. Using our gym example again, and our goal setting plan is to go to the gym 3 times per week for 45 minutes each time. Adding a time-bound element such as for the next 3 weeks creates a finite period during which they can measure their progress and reassess their goal at the end. Let's say they get to the end of 3 weeks and 45 minutes is too little or too much. Let's reassess. We don't want to keep failing. Setting a deadline does several things for your goal. It creates that urgency of a timeline. It pushes you to get started and get moving forward. It's a constant reminder that there's an end point that you're striving for. It also allows for planning. Knowing that you have a deadline coming up helps you break down the goal into smaller, manageable tasks that you can plan accordingly. It also enables tracking. With a clear date in mind, you can regularly check in. Oh, that's another tough word, regularly.
You need to practice your English.
Check in your progress and adjust your strategies if needed. For instance, if your career-oriented goal is to earn a promotion to a senior management level, setting a deadline like by the end of this year allows you to plan specific steps that you need to take each month to enhance your leadership skills and increase your department's performance to help with that promotion. Remember, a goal without a deadline is just a dream. By making your goals time-bound, you convert them into actionable, achievable objectives with a clear path to success. And there you have it, the full blueprint to not being dumb. I don't mean dumb like you're not smart. What I mean is dumb like as in SMART goals, because you're not dumb, you're doing smart, setting smart, never mind.
It's so confusing.
Basically, what I'm saying is now you have a blueprint for goal setting using the SMART system. By following these steps, you're not just setting goals, you're also setting yourself up for success. Remember, setting SMART, S-M-A-R-T goals isn't just about hitting those targets every time, it's about embarking on a journey of self-improvement and personal growth. If you're the same person next year that you are now, you missed the point of goal setting. It's about turning those one-day dreams into day one actions. So let's do a super quick recap of the system. S stands for specific. Nail down what you want, where you want, when you're going to do it, and why you're going to do it. M is make it measurable. If it can be measured, you can achieve it. A is attainable. Push your limits, but stay within the realm of possibility. R is relevant. Make your goals align with the bigger picture of your life. And T is time bound. Deadlines are the adrenaline of goals. And now you, armed with this knowledge, you're ready to set the goals. You're ready to take on those goals. But these are not just wishes. You now have a blueprint for success. And before you click away from here, I have a challenge for you. Take a moment after this video to jot down one SMART goal you want to achieve in the next month. Yes, I gave you a timeline. Write it down, pin it up somewhere where you can see it, and start your journey towards achieving it today, right now. And yes, by the way, one of those goals can be watching 5 more videos by Tom.
Okay.
That does count in my book. So as we close out, I want to thank you again for watching this video. If you like this and you like all of our videos, hit that subscribe button. And my name's Tom. I'm going to see you in the next video. Keep engaging the people on your dance floor.